We are talking to Patti LuPone, who was nominated for Best Actress in a Musical for her truly definitive performance of Rose in Gypsy.
Thank you.
A show you did as a youngster in Long Island,
Yes.
although not as Rose. Could you have imagined that journey to this?
Never. Because I never wanted to play Rose. I wanted to play Tulsa or June, and I actually ended up playing Louise. And then I thought, it wasn't going to happen.
We were talking with Tom Wopat, who was nominated for Best Actor in a Musical for his remarkable work in A Catered Affair. Did you draw on Tom Hurley purely from the script, or did you know Tom Hurley's in your life?
Oh, I think that anybody of my generation, I think the fathers of my generation were that type of person. My father lived through the Depression and the Second World War and fought in World War II, and then raised 8 kids living on a farm. So, there's a certain amount of that stoic, nose to the grindstone, kind of keep your head down and just keep working away at it on a daily basis that I really respect, and that this is a little bit of an homage to.
We're talking to Lin-Manuel Miranda, the creator and co-star of In the Heights. Do you in any way see your life changing by what's happened yesterday?
The best change I foresee is that a lot of people who said a rap musical or a Latino musical will go, 13 nominations. Maybe we should go check that show out. I think that's probably the best thing I could ask for the show, because when you work on a show for 8 years, you want as many people to see it as possible.
We are talking to Stu, who is nominated for 4 separate Tony Awards for the musical Passing Strange. Now, the 4 are for score, and for orchestration, and for book, and for actor, for essentially playing yourself, or some variation of yourself.
Don't tell them.
Which one most maybe shocked you yesterday morning?
Oh, actor. Yes. Even though I've had some exes who have said I'm an actor, they meant it in a quite different way. Actor shocked me. I'm humbled by it, and I think I don't think I'm an actor, but I think I am acting. I was once told by the director, Joan Darling, that anytime you sing a song, you're acting. And so if that's the case, then I've been acting. I don't know if I'm an actor, though, but it's just amazing to be nominated. It really is.
We're talking with Loretta Sayre, who is nominated Best Featured Actress in a Musical for her Broadway debut as Bloody Mary in Lincoln Center's wonderful revival of South Pacific. Now, as our viewers can see here, you look very different in real life than you do on stage. I mean, Bloody Mary is just not, let's face it, the most attractive woman in the world.
She's a little fashion challenged.
Did that go into your thinking at all? I mean, here I am, I'm probably going to make it on Broadway, and I'm going to have to look like Bloody Mary.
When they first showed me the makeup, I was a little shocked. But then I think that's a great part of being an actor. Being able to put on that face creates her. I don't feel like her until I have those eyebrows on and those teeth painted and the betel nut stain dripping out of my mouth. And then I look at that and then I feel, you separate yourself from that role, and I totally feel her then. And then when I put on the Catherine Zuber costumes, the layers and layers of the clothes, and even the costumes all have stories with them. Catherine didn't just design a costume. She was telling me these are pants that Bloody Mary bartered with one of the sailors. She got a pair of his pajama bottoms because she got him some cigarettes. So there's a whole story that goes with every single layer that I'm putting on. So once I do that, it's not me. It has nothing to do with me. It's all about Bloody Mary.
We are talking to Danny Burstein, who's nominated for Best Featured Actor in a Musical for his role as Luther Billis in Rodgers and Hammerstein South Pacific. Now, you once told me that you played Luther Billis in high school, so did you think, 20-something years down the road, I'm going to be a Tony nominee for playing this part?
Never. I never thought I'd never thought I'd play the role. Honestly, when I got the audition, I told my wife I got the audition, and we were both like, I don't know, probably not this one. But after that, after my initial audition, I had 6 callbacks. And each time I thought, well, I'm sure now they're going to tell me that, I'm definitely not what they want.
We are talking to the brilliant Epatha Merkerson, who was nominated as Best Actress in a Play for the revival of Come Back Little Sheba. What was the biggest challenge you found in relating to Lola?
Well, I guess it's that vulnerability. I've always really been able to take care of myself in most situations, and for me, that was the big challenge, and that sort of childlikeness about her. That was the biggest challenge.
We are talking to Martha Plimpton, who was nominated for Best Featured Actress in a Play for the production of Carol Churchill's Top Girls. Now, Top Girls actually features 7 women. You were the only one who ended up nominated. What's that experience like being in an all-female cast?
Being in an all-female cast is pretty incredible. It's a pretty intense experience, you know. I mean, each one of these women is incredibly intelligent, talented, funny, brave, you know. They're all, you know, extremely ballsy, if I can say that. You know, there's not a shrinking violet in the bunch. And so it means that coming to work every day is really fun. It's really exciting. It's really challenging. The play itself offers huge challenges to all of us individually and as a company. It's just been an extraordinary experience.
We were talking with Raul Esparza, who's nominated for Best Featured Actor in a Play for The Homecoming. Is it especially heartening to be recognized for your work in a drama?
It's very, very gratifying to be recognized for something like Pinter, although the difference between Pinter and Sondheim is maybe not even that. You know, it's this tiny little thing. And I think that, as I say, this is what I knew how to do. I've had to play catch-up in musicals, and it's funny that that's where the career has sort of centered in New York. But the best thing about my work in musicals here is that plays like Tick, Tick, Boom and Company, or stuff like Sunday in the Park with George at the Kennedy Center, they all feel like they're plays. You know, they just happen to have songs. And then I got to do plays off Broadway, so to get to do a play on Broadway, it just expands it and makes it part of a bigger audience.
Best writer of a book for Xanadu, which was also nominated for Best Musical.
You know, I just found out this year that I broke many of the rules last year because no one handed me a handbook on things not to do.
What did you do?
Well, you're not supposed to talk about any other show ever. But I love them all. But I'm lucky this year because if I love the show, or I haven't seen it because I have children. So you really, it's like eventually I'll get to it. It's fine. But that was the only one. And then I took an underage girl over state lines. No, that's not in the Tony handbook.